it's time to prepare the HR plan. Usually we make a HR plan for 3 years, first year, second year, third year, next year, year after, and the third year, that way. Now there are multiple methods. We'll see some of those. Leading indicator method, this is about to decide to assume how many customers you want to serve, and then how many people do you want in your organization to serve those customers. If it is a university, professor-student ratio. If it is a hospital, nurses-patient ratio. Now, professor-student ratio, you assume for the first year, next year, we need to serve 100 students. Year after, 150 students. And the third year, 200 students. Your ratio would be 1:10. One professor would serve 10 students. So for the first year, you need 10 professors. Second year, 15 professors. Third year, 20 professors. If it is a hospital, patient-nurses ratio, you may serve 100 patients for the first year, second year 200 patients, third year 300 patients. Based on that one, you develop a ratio, 1 nurse for 10 patients. So for the first year, you need 10 nurses, second year 20 nurses, third year 30 nurses. This is the leading indicator method. There are another one, the trend analysis. This is about if you are an organization already running, you have the data, you have the trend of your previous years. Based on that one, you calculate the next year, year after, and the third year. Now, I have shown the data in here. A company, they bring in revenue in USD millions. 2021, they brought in 6,000 USD millions. 2022, 6,480. 2023, they have brought in 6,998 billion USD dollars. To bring these sales, they had 30 staff, 35 staff, and 37 staff respectively on all 3 years. Now, if you calculate based on this one, how much a sales staff brought in 2021, they brought in 200 USD per staff. 2022, 185 USD millions, and 2023, 189 per staff in millions. Now, you had other staff in 2021, 9 staff, 11 staff, and 12 staff respectively. And the total staff you had was 30 plus 9 in 2021, which is 39. 35 plus 11, which is in 2022, that's altogether 46 staff. And in 2023, 37 plus 12, which is 49 staff altogether. To manage those people, we had 6, 7, and 7 managers respectively on those respective years. Based on this one, we can have a calculation how many staff, how much we going to bring in revenue next year, and how many sales staff we wanted, how many other staff we wanted, and how many managers we wanted as well, based on the calculation below in the list. So this is one of the methods that we can use to calculate how much people we want for next year, year after, and the third year as well. This is what we call the trend analysis. You analyze the trend of you in the previous years, then you predict the future years for you. If you are already operating, if you don't operate, you don't have such things, you have to look into some other different methods. It's about task analysis. If you are a pizzeria or a restaurant, you can use this method to calculate the workforce requirement for you. And we make certain assumptions in here. You assume you're going to serve 200 customers, guests per day, and you're going to expect about 3 people in each customer set. So 3 people sets, they walk inside your restaurant. So based on these 200 customers and they walk in 3 people, you need to make the table 67 times ready for them, and your restaurant is open for about 15 hours daily, and each guest drink 2 glasses of drink, and they eat 1 pizza per head each. So you have to make 400 glasses of drink and 200 pizzas here as well. Based on this one, we can do some calculation of how many man hours we need to work daily to serve this number of customers with this food, and we can analyze how many people we need to recruit to execute this. So the core task, preparation of table, would take about 2 hours, 67 tables multiplied by 2 minutes for each table to prepare. So that is 2 hours. And to take order, that is about 3 hours, 67 tables into 3 minutes. It's altogether 3 hours. And preparation of pizza. This time we're going to make 200 pizzas. So 1 pizza would take 4 minutes to make one. So it is about 13 hours altogether. And your billing will take about 3 minutes for each table. So 67 multiplied by 3 minutes, that's about 3 hours. And chatting with people, it will take about 2 minutes for each table. 67 into 2, that is 2 hours. and preparation of drink, 400 drinks multiplied by half a minute, 0.5 minutes, so that's altogether 3 hours. So you need to work for about 28 hours to do all these core tasks, and the additional tasks are about breaks, 5 minutes of the core task, 5% of the core task, and administration will take about 10% of your core tasks time, and the miscellaneous will take about 20% of your core tasks. So that's altogether 10 hours. So 28 hours of core tasks and 10 hours of additional tasks, that will count altogether 38 hours of total hours that you need to work inside your restaurant to serve 200 customers with 400 drinks and 200 pizzas. Okay, so 38 hours means if you get one employee to work for you for 8 hours, you need about 4.7 personnel, meaning you need about 5 people to execute the job every single day. So you have to have about 6 people in here, and if one phone is sick, you can still run the show without any problem. This is task analysis. And there's another way that we can calculate the requirement for this kind of industry, which is called the calculation by analogy. This is about if you go to start a restaurant in a city, you go to another restaurant that is already running in the city and understand how many customers do they serve daily. To serve that customers daily, how many people they have, how many chefs, how many shift runners, how many floor managers, how many crew members, all those things. You take an idea of that one. Based on this, you assume certain number of people that you want to serve daily, and you do the mathematics there, and you can easily find out how many chefs, how many managers, how many shift runners, how many crew members, and the rest of the people you wanted to execute the daily duty to serve the customers that you wanted to serve. This is another method, and there are so many other methods as well. You can choose one from that is the appropriate one for you.